It's time for me to talk about some shows. Okay, hello. I have not done a style of video like this forever, probably. So this whole beginning, I'm gonna have like chapters on this. So the whole beginning part of this video will be me talking about shows that I like and I just want to talk about. Like, don't like, you know, you'll see when you get to each show if I like them or not. And then the other part of this video is going to be at the very end. It's going to be the very last chapter, and it's going to be the rest of the vlog. So yeah, it's one video, you know. I actually wrote down like 14 shows, or like series, I guess, movie series that I want to be talking about. So the chapters are going to be named based on the show / series that I want to talk about. Okay, number 1 on my list is Julie and the Phantoms. I watched this back in like September or something, and I will be honest, I love Julie and the Phantoms like so much. I don't know why it's still not renewed yet, but I love Julie and the Phantoms because like one, like just the chemistry between the whole cast, 2, like Julie and Luke, excuse me, like like just everything involving those 2 is honestly crazy to me. And then just the music itself is like so good, and I would listen to that like all day, literally all day. I did that after I watched it. I listened to it like every single day until I found some other song that I can listen to so I won't get sick of the songs from Julie and the Phantoms. But I love Julie and the Phantoms so much. Just like the drama, you know, because it's like, you know, if you watch Julie and the Phantoms, you should know, like, just, like, it's, I also like the style that it's in. That doesn't really make any sense. I like the story of Julie and the Phantoms, with them, like, dying and whatever, and then, only Julie being able to see them, and then like just how that plays out. But I really want to know what happens with what's his face, the dude that survived. I don't remember his name. I want to see what happens with him and like his daughter, because like there's just so much potential. And then like what's happening with like the Hollywood nightclub or whatever, Ghost Club, like, oh, you know, I really want to find out. Okay, next show is iCarly. I watched iCarly when it was like coming out back in 2000 whatever. Okay, it was a childhood show and I am obsessed with it right now. Actually, not right now. I was obsessed with it more recently. I got it on YouTube actually because I wanted to watch all the seasons except for the like just not just the first 3 because they were put out on Netflix and whatever. But I just my whole childhood, it's not one of those things that's like very consecutive. I mean, there's some things. Okay, also I think that Sam and Freddie, they had so much potential, and I feel like the writers just like bombed it, you know, because they had so much potential. They could have like had their whole liking each other thing. They could have stretched it out more instead of just making it they like each other, they're dating for like 2 episodes, then they're broken up because it's just nah. You know, they could have just dragged it out more. We could have seen more. It could have been crazy, but yeah, I don't really know. So I kind of like Freddie with Carly a little bit just because of what happened with Sam. But if it didn't happen with Sam like it did, for sure, Sam and Freddie. Like, that is all the way. Oh my god, that is... But I also like just how the story was. I mean, Victoria's was more singing, like musical, blah blah. iCarly, no, it was not very singy in whatever it's called. And I also really like the character Sam. Okay, next show is Casey Undercover. I actually haven't finished Casey Undercover yet. I watched it like when it was coming out, but I am rewatching it now. I think I'm on season 2, episode like 17 or something. But okay, I really wanted to talk about this just for this one sole reason. Casey and Brett, okay, they had so much potential. They could have done so much with that. I don't know why they decided to cut it after the first season because they had so much potential. Oh my god, Brett was like Casey's first love. Okay, I don't really know who she ends up with and if she ends up with anybody, but she could have ended up with Brett. It would have been cute. It would have been like, dang, the storyline. But like, what happened? Where did he go? I know he went to like Canada or whatever, but why? Why would he go to Canada? Like, no, you should have stayed. There's probably like an actual reason why he wasn't there, but you know, he should have been there. Just, that's it, yeah. Also, I really like how they made it so she's not good at like things that people would normally put girls in like children's shows, like singing, dancing, acting, blah blah blah. That's like girly things, not acting, but like things that are more girly than something a boy would do. And I like how she's like a freaking cool spy, you know. Girls can be spies too. Girls can be just as cool as whatever. I don't even know. But yeah. Okay, and with an E. Okay, so my dad is actually watching Anne with an E like yesterday, and I was watching the first episode with him. And can I just say, Anne with an E is my favorite show right now. Since I've watched it, it's my favorite show. And basically, I love Anne with an E for multiple reasons. Okay, so one reason why I love Anne with an E is just it's like storyline. Anne of Green Gables, pretty cool, you know, love that. I like how it's like set in, like it's a period piece, and they're really good at it too. Like it's really convincing of the period piece. My dad also said he really likes the dialogue, which I like the dialogue too, but like it's so convinced. Like, I'm so convinced. Whenever I watch it, I'm just like set back into that time period, and it's crazy because I freaking, I can't believe they canceled Anne with an E. Oh my god. Anyways, like the second reason why I love Anne with an E so much, Gilbert! Okay, so for the past few, I mean, I have some people on my simp list that were on there, but Gilbert's the #1 on my simp list, okay? He's just like a perfect guy, okay? Let me just say, he is literally made to be a perfect person, I guess. I can't. But like Gilbert and Anne's relationship is insane to me. I love them so, so much. Like, where can I find me a Gilbert? Excuse you, I want one. Whatever. You know, third reason why I love it so much is because it like tackles things that weren't tackled in the books. So I've heard, I've never actually read the books, but like weren't tackled in the books that were written back then. And it's like the whole story with Caquette and like the natives, you know, and then the whole story with like Cole and how he's like figuring himself out, and Aunt Josephine, same thing, how she's like guiding him, which I think is pretty cool, you know, and like all of that stuff. And then like the feminine side of it, because that show is like showing like olden days like feminism, and it's like showing how it's not okay to do some of the things that they did, blah blah blah. I really love. It is awesome, you know, like pop off Anne with an E. I don't know why it was canceled. I'm kind of pissed off at that. But oh my god, I can't. Like, I'm just so, if I rewatch Anne with an E right now, I will be talking about it for months. But basically, okay, my favorite scene, I watched it yesterday after I finished watching the first episode. It's the fire scene. Okay, if you haven't seen the fire scene, it's episode 4. Just kind of scroll through or something. Actually, if you haven't seen the fire scene, then just watch the whole thing to understand, you know? But basically, like, really, okay, her house was on fire, and Anne realized that like that the house will burn down fast and the fire will keep spreading because all the windows are open and all the oxygen's getting through. So she freaking ran into the fire, and I love that scene for multiple reasons as well. Like, that was just such a cool scene to watch, you know, like she's so heroic and like she didn't need to do that, and she's like really looking at it was a big like fu to all the classmates, you know, because they were all like, oh my god, and blah blah blah, don't like you, whatever. And she's just like, you know, and she's going in there. And then that one part when Gilbert was like, is someone in there? And then he sees Anne close the door, and he's like, Anne, and I'm just like, ah. But it's just so cute. Oh my god. Yeah, no, but that's my favorite scene. But honestly, Anne with an E, so good. I don't know why it was canceled, okay? I could, if I maybe watch this with my dad, I'm gonna be talking about this a lot longer than I should. Okay, anyways, next one. MCU. Okay, so this is not a series. I mean, there's 2 series in there, but this is like, I'm talking about just the whole MCU. The whole MCU. So if you haven't watched like some of the movies and you don't want any spoilers, just like don't watch this at all. Come back when you did watch everything, you know, because I will be talking about everything and I won't be cutting them into bits, okay? So MCU, my favorite character from the MCU is like Wanda. I feel like that's so many people's favorite character. She's just so cool, okay? And then my favorite guy character, like the person on my symbol is the man himself, Bucky Barnes, okay? James Buchanan Barnes or whatever. Just how can you not? Like, anyways, I'm embarrassing myself. But yeah, no. MCU is like my most recent like obsession series right now because it is, I don't know, I really like how they take all of like the parts like of the separate movies and they like apply them into the specific like Avengers movies. And I don't know, I really like that. And they all have different vibes. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is like really funny. Something like Thor is more serious about like whatever. The Iron Man is more like machines, blah blah blah. Captain America is more like, my friendship with Bucky or something. I don't really know how to describe that. But like they all bring their own vibes into one movie, you know? It's not like they just bring their character. No, they bring their whole vibe and it just fits so well for, I don't know how it fits so well, it just does. And it's so nice to watch, you know? It's just like, dang, you know? It's crazy. But I really like when they're all together. But my favorite movies, like my favorite sub part, you know, is Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, I don't know, it's just so much, it's so enjoyable to watch, you know? Like I heard of Guardians of the Galaxy mainly because of my 8th grade Disney trip, because when I went to Disney, the Tower of Terror was called Guardians of the Galaxy now. So I was just like, okay. But like I was not expecting to be freaking cackling as much as I was while watching Guardians of the Galaxy. Like it was insane. Also Baby Groot, like Baby Groot. Crazy. I love Baby Groot so much. Oh my god. And just like I feel like all the ships in Marvel is just so like crazy. I don't know. It's just I like most of them. Some of them I'm just kind of like but like I don't dislike any of them, but I like most of them, you know? And I think that they do really well at just like developing stories and like just adding different spots. It's like MCU is just a big puzzle and everything's just like fitting into that big puzzle, you know? That's what I really like about that. Like, honestly, I watched it in timeline order instead of order of release, right? Because I feel like that's just what you do. But like sometimes, because like, okay, so it goes Captain America, it's like Captain America First Avenger, Captain Marvel, then Iron Man. Okay, Captain America is all about like World War II, being this like superhuman going through that, like after being like a puny person, I guess. And then Captain Marvel is like out of this world things, you know, like aliens, tesseracts, everything, you know, and it's just like so in your face, like, oh my god, look how many cool powers she is. Like she's probably, if not the most powerful Avenger, you know. But like she's just so cool. You know, like how can you be that cool? And then Iron Man. Okay, sorry, I just had to switch cameras because my other camera decides to just not work. I mean, it works, it just keeps turning off, but so I'm letting it just cool down. But yeah, anyways, Iron Man is just kind of there compared to Captain Marvel. You know, Captain Marvel could do so much, and then Iron Man could like not do anywhere near that, and he like makes everything, you know. So it's kind of weird watching it in that order, but at the same time, you know, it's nice just to see everything like progress. But also, I think I really like it. I really like how all of them are very different, but they all like have a similarity, if that makes sense. But yeah, no, the first Marvel movies I watched were like the Spider-Mans, and then Infinity War and Endgame. So I actually knew most of the things going into rewatch or like watching the first movies for the first time. So I already knew that Tony Stark was gonna die and things like that. And it was just, it was a little different. I really should not have watched Endgame before I watched Iron Man's or whatever, anything before that. I really should not have watched Endgame or Infinity War. That was such a bad idea, but oh well, you know, you can't undo it. You can't just brainwash yourself before you watch something, which that would be very nice if you could just brainwash yourself and then just like rewatch. That would be so nice. Okay, next, Shadow and Bone. This is actually one of the more recent things I've watched. I just finished it not too long ago, so I really want to talk about it. It's so cute. Like, I really like it. I really like the story and things too. I know it's based off books, or it's like the books just in a movie form, but it was really good. Okay, I was not expecting it to be that good. One thing, I know people really find the Darkling like attractive or whatever. Personally, not my type, but like, you know, you do you, to each its own. But I do not like Alina and the Darkling together. Like, he can just I don't like the Darkling, okay? I like, what's his name? Mal. I like Mal. Mal is like, Mal and Alina. I really like them together. I really like Mal and Alina together. They are just so like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like if you watched it, you should know. They're just so cute together, you know? Because they're like best friends to lovers, you know, and they both like each other and they both love each other, and they just don't want to say anything because they don't want to like embarrass themselves and like lose their friend or whatever. But honestly though, like, you just need to tell each other because you both like each other. It's crazy, and they just don't, they never do. And then, okay, when I was watching it, and like Alexander, whatever his name is, he was like going in to kiss Alina, and I was just screaming, "Don't kiss her! Don't do it! She hasn't kissed Mal yet! No!" But then he kissed her, and I'm just like, no. Actually, no, she kissed him technically first. Oh my god, I'll never forgive that. Why was that her first kiss? What? But luckily they found each other. Woo! Do they actually? I don't think they actually confess their love to each other. I can't remember. I only watched it once. Normally I rewatch shows because I kind of forget things easily, but I've only watched it once so far. Okay, next show is Rain. So I actually watched Rain twice. Well, I watched it all the way through, and then I rewatched it, like, up to Francis's death. Okay, because, okay, my favorite, like, ship so far in anything is Francis and Mary. I know people like Bash and Mary, or Conde and Mary. I don't know why you would like Conde and Mary, but I mean, do you? Okay, whatever, you know. But like Conde and Mary, no. Bash and Mary, but like Francis and Mary, whoo, you know. Okay, so they did have some up and downs though. Okay, like, you know, the fact that she was like a thing with his half brother and things like that. That was kind of also, he kind of cheated on her with Lola, right? Not really. I mean, they technically weren't together because she was with Bash, but, you know, still, like, why would you do that at the same time? But, like, it was just so, it was cute, okay? And then when she was off with Conde trying to get healed or whatever, he was just there for her. Like, he wanted to be there for her, and he let her do it, even though, like, he wanted her, like, so badly. And then she was with Conde, and it's like, why are you with Conde, bro? Come on. But whatever. But, like, also, I really like just how cool Mary was. Like, she was just so cool, and I really like the character development throughout the whole thing. Like, first she was like this naive girl, blah blah blah, and then towards the end she becomes this like so like this cool freaking queen. She'll drop you if you aren't good to her, blah blah blah. Actually, no, she wouldn't. I mean, what's his face wasn't good to her. That dude she married, I forget his name or whatever. I don't even know, but I'm glad she had an heir. But I'm sad she got executed. I'm sad that it got really rushed towards the end. I know they had to do that because they didn't know if it was going to be renewed or not, but it was just kind of sad that the ending was so rushed. But honestly, I really like it. There's this one edit that I'm absolutely obsessed with on YouTube, okay, because I watch edits on YouTube, okay, don't judge me, and it's called Mary Stuart, All It Cost Her by CYNNPRODZ. My favorite edit ever is that edit, okay? I just love the music to it, and I love how just dramatic it is. And I really like the break in between. You know, if you watch it, you'll know, you know, yeah. Next show is Stranger Things. I watched Stranger Things for the first time in like November, October, I don't really know. It was so good, okay? It was so scary though. I've never watched anything as scary as Stranger Things before, but it was terrifying when I first watched it, but it was so good. I haven't watched it more recently, so I can't really go into much depth about it, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Just like seeing the Demogorgon in the first one, and then it progressing to like the shadow thing or whatever, and then like the weird melted body creature. Like, oh, the monsters just get better. Personally, I do like the first season the best. I know a lot of people really like the third season the best, but I like the first season just because they're all like figuring things out, getting acquainted, you know, you're still figuring things out. It's like everything is new, nothing is based off something else. I always like the first season though. And then like the second season is normally, it has to be relating to the first season. Third season has to be relating to the second and first, but like first is just free. It can do whatever it wants, whenever it wants, you know. There's like no limits, but I don't know. I just don't really like how the later seasons kind of feel a little more restricting, but at the same time, yeah, you know. Also 11, okay, so 11 was my favorite in the first season. I didn't really like her in the second or third, just because I don't really know. My favorite in the second season was Max, and then my favorite in the third was Steve. Okay, Steve was pretty cool, you know, pretty cool character. The character development in Steve was my favorite, honestly though. I liked that character development in Steve. Like, first he was like not evil dude, the mean dude. Then second, he was kind of just like a pal. Third, he was like literally the mom of the group, you know. It's crazy. Next show is The Next Step. I watched that for like 2 months. I watched it twice. It is so cute, okay? It is a children's show or whatever, blah blah blah, but I love The Next Step, okay? It's like a dancing show, and I don't know, I like how it feels like kind of like a reality show kind of thing, you know, but it's not, okay? It's all actors, But also the ships in it, like Riley and James. Oh, I love Riley and James so much. They were so cute together. And then Piper and Finn were my other favorite from the later seasons. They are just so like, I don't know. I really like that kind of relationship when like one of them is just like hitting on the other, and like they're persistent with it, but it's not like completely annoying, but they're persistent. And then the other person's just like, they don't like them back, or they don't know they like them back, but they do, you know, because just cute, you know. But I really like it. I don't know if there's gonna be a season 8, but there should be, but also it's really long pause because of COVID, so I don't really know how they would do that, just because it would be such a long break. It'd be like a few years in between, but whatever. I really like the first 3 seasons just because it was like regionals, nationals, internationals. The other ones were kind of like regionals, and then season 5 was like some regionals qualifying video, and then regionals again, and then like Dance Mania or whatever. I don't really like that season 7. I love the behind the scenes videos though. Those are the best things to like watch ever. They make me so happy to watch. Oh, I love behind the scenes videos of the next step. They're just, oh, I love them so much. Anyway, the next show is High School Musical, the musical, the series. I'm probably just going to talk about the first season just because the second season is just coming out. So that's why I added it in, because of the second season. But first season, freaking Ricky and Nene, they're so cute together. Why are they so cute together? And then his like I love you speech is just so cute. Okay. And then how she like finishes his sentences in some parts is just adorable. Okay, so I love the development of Ricky and Nene, like just over the thing, because at first he wasn't able to say it, then at the end he wanted to say it like all the time, and it's just like, you know. And then what's it called, like Big Red, Ashlyn, and then maybe like Gina and EJ. I don't really know what's happening there. I think there's something happening there. I could just be crazy. I actually don't know. But yeah, anyways. The next show I'm talking about is Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. I'm not going to say much, but I watched it recently and I just want to say some things about it. It's very, like, cute, okay? I like the family-y, like, aspect, the sibling relationship. Kind of upset that Dicky like disappears towards the end though, but I understand if there's like something happening with him or whatever. But I don't know, I really like their family chemistry, you know, and then how they go through different problems. And I'm actually very surprised, like how do they keep coming up with like all these things, you know? Like there's 3 seasons, I don't really know. There's a lot of seasons of just them just doing different issues, and it's non-consecutive, you know, but it's cute. Also, like, what's it called, Dawn's like little boyfriend when she was back in the first and second season, like where did he go? I wanted to see more of that, but you know, he kind of was just there a couple of times. He just disappeared, but I wish they like added on to that or said something about it, because I really wanted that. I was rooting for them when I was first watching it, and I was just like, you know, that would be cute, like if they're just like little childhood crushes, and then in the end they're like dating, whatever. I don't really know. Okay, next show is Away. It's a Netflix series. I thought it was so cute. I loved it so much. It was I liked how it had like the space aspect and then the back at home aspect, and it was about like just them going off to space and like having to miss their family, and there was also about their family and their past and all that crazy stuff. And then I don't know, I just like how they all had like their own little family, and they were isolated in their area, and they were just their own separate universe compared to Earth, and Earth had just everything going on, and like the suspense of when they were landing on Mars. It was crazy. Like, I don't know. I just like how the drama just progresses and then it kind of gets resolved at the end, you know? Sadly, I know there's supposed to be like a season 2 and then I believe a season 3, but they did not have that because it was very expensive. But I really wish I knew what they had in store because it was so, I was looking forward to that. It was so cute. I'm kind of sad it got canceled as well. Oh my god, a lot of these got canceled, but it was just so cute. And what's it called? The daughter and then her boyfriend. I like that relationship. I like how it was kind of the only relationship they could like find, I guess. And just the drama between just that itself, and then the drama between like the mom and then the dad, of them being away for so long, and then the dad having his like health issues and having to resolve that, things like that. Just like so much is happening, but it was very clear to understand. I really liked it. So okay, next one is one of the ones I actually don't like on this list that I wanted to talk about because I don't know, I just wanted to say something about it. It's Ginny and Georgia. No, I don't like Ginny and Georgia. Like, it had potential, okay? It's just, I feel like the people who were writing the scripts, they just seemed old compared to the people who were actually supposed to be acting as the thing, you know? Because some of the things in it are just so questionable, you know? Like, you watch it and you're just like, nobody would ever do that. But thanks. I mean, if it was set in a different time period, maybe, okay, but no teens do that. Like, I get it if it's over exaggerated, but it's just not a thing, you know? It's just, that's just, no, I don't know. But personally, Ginny pissed me off like heck, okay? I like the actor though, she's pretty cool, so I've seen on like her Instagram, but just Ginny herself is just, I don't know, she kind of, ugh, the whole like, oh my god, when Abby was going through a divorce and then she was like, not everything's about you, Abby. I'm like, no, and then she deserved that slap. Okay, Abby should not have slapped herself back because Ginny was being rude, okay? It was Abby's time to shine, to get some attention, because I feel like everything about their friend group is about like Max or Ginny, okay? Like, what's her face? Nora and Abby barely get any attention. That's why they have to go with like those guys or whatever. But also Abby was pretty annoying during most of it. Also Nora was just kind of there. Like, the only thing we ever saw her do was just talk about the gun violence or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know. I just don't like how it is, I guess, just because of how like, there's just so many problems and like so many weird scenes, like the Happy Friday scene. Why? Who? Also the tap scene. No. I had to wash my eyes out after that. Oh my god. Like, the thought was there of being like that nice boyfriend, but no. No. There's other ways to do that, you know? Okay, next is Queen's Gambit. I actually love Queen's Gambit. It was so good. Like, the storytelling was really nice. Just, I don't even know. I don't know who I like with Beth Harmon, like, because she had a lot of like, that one dude that she liked who like showed up at the very end. I don't remember his name. And then the other dude, I don't remember their names. Okay, they all just look the same. They don't even look alike. They all just, they're there, you know, they have names, okay? But if you know, this dude, okay, I don't know how I feel about him versus this dude or this dude, you know? I don't really know, but that was kind of confusing there. But I really like the storytelling. I like how it was like so impressive, like, oh my god, she can do this when she was younger. And then it turned into this thing that was like, oh my god, she's like so good when she's older and she's doing all these cool things. She's like beating everyone up, but in chess, you know? And I'm not even a chess person. I don't even know how to play chess. But probably if I learned how to play chess, I would like understand how cool everything is, like much more. But it was pretty cool considering I don't know chess. And I like how it also revolved around the drama part about each piece, you know? It's like, also they explain it well, you know? Yeah. Also with like dealing with her addiction, I think that was pretty interesting. But overall, I just think Queen's Gambit was just pretty nice, you know? It's pretty good. Okay, next is Manifest. Most people probably never watched that because it's not on like Netflix or anything. It's actually still currently coming out. It comes out every Thursday on, is it NBC? I don't really know. I don't know. But it's very, I like it. Okay, the idea was so good when I first saw the trailer. So basically, like when I first saw the trailer, I was literally hooked to it. Like the plane disappears for 5.5 years, comes back, blah blah blah. It is getting way more complex though now with like the death dates and how everyone has to survive the death dates. And then what's happening with Sonvi? I don't know. Like her eyes are bleeding now. What? Excuse me? I don't even know what's happening with Sonvi and things like that. But personally, I think that it's very cute, okay? I keep saying everything's cute, but it is. It's kind of scary though. I do like the callings and how they're all connected. You see what I did there? If you watch Manifest, you should know what I just said, but it's all connected. I don't know. I really like just the dynamic of everything there and how all the callings fit together, and I feel like it's pretty well planned out. There's like subtle hints for something that would be like later in a different season, and I really like just how planned out it is and just the storyline in general, you know. But the CIA part is kind of just like, why are you there, you know? It's kind of like a weird obstacle, but like I get why it needs to be there. But at the same time, they're trying to figure out their death date and things like that, and the CIA is just being annoying in the corner. Like, they're being like, with their little notepad and their pencil, and they're just like, hey, so what are you guys doing? And they're just like, shut up, we're trying to survive, you literal poo-poo. Okay, next one, Young and Hungry. I actually watched this like some time a while ago. Young and Hungry, I'm not sure how I feel about Young and Hungry. It was just kind of one of those shows that I would watch in the background of things. It wasn't that good. I don't know. I thought it had potential. I liked it like a little bit, you know. Like I would watch it and I'd be like, oh, that's pretty nice. But also it's kind of confusing. Like, what is happening? Ay. Also, why did it take them so long to like get together? I get it because like the show will start dying if they get together, but they really said, let's just drag this out for 5 seasons. Like every single time they were about to get together, they just didn't. We're just kind of, and maybe we just want to like punch them, you know? But yeah, no, I don't really know. It's, yeah, I don't know. Okay, next is The Umbrella Academy. I really like the first season just because of the storyline and how spread out it is, and like, what's her face? The 7, is it 7? I think it's 7. She was like this overpowered person, and she thought that she was not that cool, but she is the coolest out of them all, except I kind of hated that she became evil. I mean, I get it, you know, you've been lied to this whole time, then you get like kidnapped or whatever, but like, ugh, I don't even know. Second season kind of confused me with all the time travel and things like that, you know, but I mean, okay, like, yeah. Also, I know people are like obsessed with 5 or whatever, like people my age, you know, but personally he's not on my simplest. He's not like near the simplest, you know. I don't know. Just never liked 5 like that, I guess. He's cool, played the cool character, murderous, you know, the huge. But I mean, he's just kind of there. Like I don't really see him as like anything else. But I do like the kind of dynamic. I keep saying this also. I like how everyone just is there. They all have their own separate things going on with their own separate powers. What I really want to find out though about what happens like to the other people who were also born on that day, because it said that there was like many of them, but like where are they out and what powers do they have? I know we met one of them, I think, right? But I don't remember. From the first season, I don't know. I haven't watched this in a while. I don't even know why it's on my list, but it is. So okay, last one as of right now, I might make something else later talking about a show, but I don't really know, is Greenhouse Academy. I rewatched this not too long ago, but I watched it for the first time like a year ago. But I personally liked season 1 because of just the competition between both sides, you know? And then season 2 also the same. When the mom came back though, I don't really know. I didn't really like her that much. Like I kind of liked it when they were talking about her as if she was dead, you know? Why did she come back to life? Like, good for her, she came back to life. But at the same time, it kind of just cheapens everything that happened because they were doing it for the mom who wasn't even dead, you know? Like, why is she gone? Whatever. I think there's 4 seasons. I don't know. I like the first 2 seasons the best. 3 and 4, no. Also, I really like the Emma and Brooke. Okay, I don't like how they changed the actors. I understand that they had to, most likely because of whatever reasons, but like, I don't know. Why did they change the characters? Also, I'm mad that Jackie's not there anymore. Ugh. I like Jackie. Jackie was my favorite character and she's just gone. But I don't know. I was kind of all over the place with like the whole Haley relationship situation, like Leo or Daniel. And it's like, if you're really, I don't even know. She was with Leo and then she was in a thing with Daniel and then she went back to Leo, and it's like, I personally liked Leo and her better together. I know a lot of people like her with Daniel, but personally I just like her with Leo because I feel like she fits better with Leo instead of Daniel. But like, why did she go back to him, you know? Like, she just, no, why, and why, Leo, are you accepting this? Why is he she like dumped him. She went with Daniel, his like worst enemy. I get it, but they were kind of annoying with it too. They were like, oh, let's fight for her. And it's like, stop. She's like, fighting for what? Like, she's not your property or anything. I don't even know. And that's just my thoughts on Greenhouse Academy. But I really did like Brooke and whatever his name is. Brooke and the other dude. I forget his name. I haven't watched this in a little bit. But I liked them together in the first 2 seasons. The one thing I didn't really like about the other actor is just she didn't really bring the aspect of like Brooke's popularity into Brooke's character, because Brooke is like a popular character and she just didn't really, like, I forgot she used to be popular in season 3 and 4, you know, because she's kind of just like, oh my god, blah blah blah, I got my boyfriend, and that's it, you know. But no, in the seasons 1 and 2, she had her boyfriend, which was Daniel at the time, but she was also like this cool person who was like the leader of the girls or whatever. But I don't really know anymore, so yeah, that's it. That is it for all of the shows. So now it's time for today's vlog, which is probably not gonna be that long just because this video is gonna be very long if I have a long vlog as well. So my brother has senioritis. Okay, so it's lunch right now and I opened the door that he sleeps in and I'm just like, he's sleeping. I'm just like, tisk, you know, we've given up on you going to school. And he's like, well, I don't need to go to first period. I'm like, it's lunch. Because there's 3 periods before lunch. And it's already lunch. And he says he didn't need to go to first period. And first period happened a while ago. This is my setup. I had my ring light. I don't really know how bright it was. I really hope it wasn't that bright. That would suck if I have to record this. But ring light, my camera there. I also made this back part look nice because I didn't want it to look bad. Even though you've already seen my room when it looked bad. Not bad, but like, I just didn't want you guys to be able to see like the void, you know? I'm working on this puzzle right now. I finished doing my homework and I watched Anne with an E episode 2 with my father, so that's good. And now I'm going to be going to bed. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more, you know what to do. So you. Bye. Oh, I can't. Nope. It's not working. I can't do it. Okay, that's close enough. Oh my god, also my ring light seems very bright. I'm just gonna turn that down.